First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb. Pushes him over. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Play fake. Mayfield. Rolling to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
7 yards on the return. After a punt of 39. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. 67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Second down and 8. Watson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Mayfield off the play fake. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this. He missed some time with a knee injury, and he also had Kareem Hunt in the backfield, who absorbed a lot of catches along the way. He's more than capable of adding to their passing game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Mayfield now from the 50. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. From the 40 now on second down. Watson, throw left side, complete. That's Lindsey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
And room there to work it inside the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the red zone now, Watson. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. He's got Jordan complete right side. Touchdown! Brevin Jordan, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Hunt on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Steps away to his left, and he wisely will throw that one away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And it's caught by Hooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Open man here, Schwartz complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Here's Richie James on the return. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now it's Watson. That is incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now a first down throw, Watson. On a slant, here's Collins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down, right back to Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsey His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Hunt on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. Powers past him at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A give. This is Chubb.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's James. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Watson. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Into the secondary, past the 40. And some space here. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 26. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Sliding out of the pocket. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Zach Cunningham coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On the ground, it's Chubb. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
After the interception, here's Watson. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. After the run, Watson going to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malik McDowell. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Akins, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Browns drive about to get started. Now Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Desmond King picks it, so they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off of play action, it's Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. First down, Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Now Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Able to power through. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Throwing, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your